Did the project meet the scope, time, and cost goals? I said that we did. We fixed the outside and the inside to make the home modern and welcome. Time-wise, we finished the schedule by June 20th, 2025. And the cost, we stayed under $50,000 budget by using volunteer laborers and discounts. Even though there was some delays, the team adjusted well and made sure everything was done right. The homeowner was happy with the results and the project was a success. Reflect on how you met the predictive goals. We followed a set schedule to finish the project on time. So from January 24th to April 30th, we removed old items, cleaned up the space, and prepared for renovation. January 29th to May 5th, we painted walls and installed floors, put in cabinets, and added appliances. From May 5th to May 11th, we fixed the yard, removed broken fence, and planted new shrubs. May 11th, that was the final inspection of the project. Even when workers were late, we changed the schedule and kept moving forward to stay on track. Reflect on how you met the adaptive goals. Not everything goes as planned, so we use a Kanban board to keep track of the task. What that Kanban board did was showed us what to do, what was in progress, what was verified, and what was done. One big change we made was moving paint ahead when flooring was delayed. We also delayed fence removal because materials arrived late. Using the Kanban board helped us stay organized and flexible.
Hello, I'm Travis Harden, a member of the Dream Transformers for Project Dream Fixer Upper. One of the slides I'll be covering is cost goals. We completed our project under budget with a total budget of $50,000, actual spending of $49,340, made us under budget by $660. And the greatest factor in this was using sweat equity. I've been parts of projects in renovation before, and this could have easily been an $80,000 to $100,000 project if not for the sweat equity, meaning free labor, basically. Shopping contractors allowed us the opportunity to save some money by getting the best deals possible and enabled the project manager, Pat, to choose the best contractors for the best prices and in accordance with the timeline that we needed to meet our objectives. Another factor in money savings was discounts and rebates. Pat was able to get a 10% rebate on his windows that he ordered from the hardware store, which saved $900. And going through the same store, he was able to save money through discounts in ordering a larger amount of appliances. Main lessons learned for this project included to trust but verify, and that corresponds with a contractor's employee trying to get a deliverable acceptance form signed off when the job was unfinished. Next would be follow the plan, but prepare for your changes. Changes are always going to be inevitable when working on a project, especially something like a home renovation. So having a plan to incorporate changes was a good lesson learned in this project. And lastly, details are important, but don't lose sight of the big picture. That more had to do with creating the WBS, like putting all the deliverables line by line. There could have been dozens and dozens and dozens of things to consider, but not losing sight of the main focus was just getting the tasks put on the WBS was a lesson learned for us. Something that went right for this project was definitely the sponsor's flexibility. Julie, the sponsor, was understanding of changes that needed to happen, and she approved them without too much pushback. And it's really easy to get rid of the rotten fence boards and incorporate a change that made the home more pleasant to the neighborhood, to kind of have some uniformity, and then also create less work for future renters.
Hello, my name's Grace. I'm going to be going over an example of something that went wrong within our project for Dream Fixer Upper with BUS261. So we experienced the flooring contractor had an employee who was left unsupervised and essentially wanted us to sign off on a deliverable acceptance for work that they had not completed in full. In doing so, it set us back a day. The contractor had to come out, the main contractor had to come out an additional day to complete the work to get us back up to speed. And a lesson learned from this occurrence was that we want to ensure that all employees who are working for contractors have some sort of clear instruction to understand what the completion guideline is for their portion of the project, whether it's a checklist or a final mock-up, rendition, whatever you want to call it, for what we expect of them, so everyone's aware of the impact that has. Additionally, we would like to utilize that to reduce the amount of deliverable rejections that occur. In doing so, we hope to be able to more accurately capture reasons for rejections and utilize that in creating a lessons learned and furthering our stakeholder satisfaction. Thank you for your time. For our next project, I think that there were a couple of lessons learned that we would move from this project experience moving forward, and that we would work to improve upon or engage with better. One of them was ensuring that we were engaging with the stakeholders throughout the project as a whole, meeting the stakeholders, either the project sponsor, community members, vendors, anything of that nature. We were meeting them where they were, ensuring that all of their questions, concerns, or comments were being fully documented and input into the project documentation. In addition to that, we would want to regularly review communication and ensure that any of the communication channels that need to be closed are closed properly, and that any additional ones that need to be opened are opened, to reduce the amount of documentation or unnecessary open channels throughout the process, and to allow for a smoother flow of things. We would also work to verify contractor expectations, and that is explaining our expectations to the contractor and also understanding reasonably what the contractor expects of us in that exchange, because that is going to be important for us developing and maintaining those business relationships throughout the process. Thank you. The Dream Transformer team would like to thank you for your time regarding our presentation for the Dream Fixer Upper project. We were super pleased with the results that we were able to provide to Julie and Pat throughout the process of renovating this home. If you have any questions, please feel free to follow up with us, and we'd be more than happy to go over any information that's applicable with you. We thank you for your time and hope you have a wonderful day.